Hi guys, I'm Mark and I'm an Oyster boy, and it is hot in the UK at the moment, so I'm going to make myself a nice drink to cool myself down. Now, I've been messing around with the flavourings from Still Spirits and a big batch of neutral spirit that I'd made up, and I'm going to show you how to make an Aperol Spritz from my homemade Aperol or Aperitini or Aperitivo, whichever it is they call it, using their homemade Aperol, some Prosecco and some soda water. I'm going to put that next to a bottle of Aperol Spritz that I picked up from I can't remember where. So what you're going to need to make this, as I said, soda water, Prosecco and Aperol, or homemade Aperol in my case. You're also going to need a lovely big glass with ice, and you're going to need some kind of measure. You can use a normal jigger like this one, or if you fancy like me, you'll have a dedicated Aperol measure, 3:2:1 ratio. Obviously you can do that yourself with this, but I'm going to make it from scratch and use this. So what you're going to want to do first is have your nice cold bottle of Prosecco. Now, in reality, it probably doesn't have to be the nicest bottle of Prosecco for this, because you are going to be mixing it with some of the stuff, so you're going to lose some of the flavour, so don't go wasting your good stuff on an Aperol Spritz. Just pick one that you like, not the lowest of the low, but obviously something that you're happy to drink. So let's get this popped open. There we go. And the first thing you add to your glass is your 3 parts of Prosecco. So let's plonk this in here. It's going to fizz up a bit because it's a dry measure. There we go. So in my case, I spilled a bit there like a whopper, so let's plonk a bit more in. Then you're going to want to put your Aperol in next, 2 parts of that. Do this without spilling it. And then lastly, you'll want to top that off with your soda water, which normally goes everywhere, but I seem to have been able to get away with that one today. Now, I probably could have done double measures on this one, but hey ho, who's to know? And then for this one, we will just go with the store-bought Aperol Spritz. A little stir up for that one. No need to stir that one because it's already pre-done. And if you want a little garnish, you can put some orange in, fresh orange if you like. I've got dried because I always have a lot of dried orange lying around for cocktails and such. Try the homemade one first, see how that turns out. Smells good. Yeah, it's pretty delicious. Aperol's a great drink if you like it. If you don't like it, you really won't like it. It's one of those that's kind of wet and dry at the same time, but that is super refreshing. Nice bitter orange flavour. Now let's try the pre-done one. Probably a little bit sweeter. Out of the two, I actually prefer this one because I like bitter things. So this would be my go-to one, and also a lot cheaper than buying bottles of Aperol and doing it yourself. So let's get that straw back in here. I'm gonna go and enjoy this in the sunshine, and if you stick around, I'm gonna show you how to make that Aperol. Cheers. Hi guys, I'm Mark and I'm an Oyster boy, and today I'm back with another distilling type video. I'm actually been showing you today how to make Aperol Aperitivo with your neutral spirit wash. Now if you've not seen how to make the wash, click up here and I'll put links to some videos about me making a wash, distilling it, filtering it, and here we are today. So this makes 1.125 litres of this drink, so I'm going to be using 2 of these 700 or 750ml bottles. You'll also need your flavouring mix. This is the top shelf Orange Aperitivo. This one requires 310ml of spirit and a pack of liqueur base B, which I'm going to add in, and then you top up to the 1.125 litres with water. So let's jump right in, shall we? Here we go. Now Aperol, it's a bit of a divisive drink really. It's one of those drinks which is wet and dry at the same time, and that's a super concentrated flavour, obviously, as all of these are. So that is going to go into the big jug. We then use some of the spirit to rinse out the little bottle and make sure we don't leave any of the concentrate behind, because as you can probably guess, if it only takes 50 ml of this to make 1.125 litres, every little bit of flavouring that's left in there is pretty important to the finished product of the drink. So that's in there. Then we're going to add this in there. So that's all of the alcohol that we need. And it then says to add this liqueur base slowly while stirring with a whisk. So we'll see. I mean, this whisk is probably a bit big for this jug, but there we go. Just make sure you don't have any lumps going into it, really. So that's all mixed up, and it's definitely a bit thicker. So what that base does, it gives the thickness, like a correct mouthfeel to the drink. So now all I've got to do is top this up to 1.125 litres with cold water. There we go, all done. And now all I've got to do is get them into a bottle and try not to spill it all over the worktop. There we go, all labelled up, ready to go in the cupboard and ready to make an Aperol Spritz or Aperol slushy with at a moment's notice. And that's probably, what, just over 1 litre, 1.125 litres, and that probably cost £4 in total to make. So onto a win-win here, I think. Anyway, Oysters out.